guys, it's Maymay and welcome to another Monday with Maymay. And this is going to be a really quick one because I just wanted to use this paper I got today at Michael's. And it was on a hot buy, so it was $5 for this pack. And it's not seasonal, but I want to show you the paper because I think the colors are perfect for the season. I'm kind of pause in between. Look how cute this is. Sweetie pie, bingo. How cute is that bingo card? Ugh, that's so cute. Green, yellow. Look at all these fall colors. So like I said, I love this. Doesn't that remind you of Grandma's quilt? I love it. This pink's kind of out of place to me, but it's in there. Look at this one. So I decided I want to use some of the paper today and kind of show off paper in a card. Look at this ledger sheet. I literally want to use this like a ledger sheet. Look at this. It is like a real deal. Anyway, it's beautiful. So the papers I'm going to use today are this one, which I think is incredible, and this one, which I love also. And finally, I think I skimmed through it quick when we were looking because it's only one piece now, this one. And so we're going to make the most of the paper, and I'm going to show you how. So to start with, I'm going to use a piece of craft paper that is cut, it's 8.5 by 11 piece cut down the center, which makes this an A2 size card with a top fold. So I'm going to use that in craft. And then what I've done is I've cut this piece to be my first matte piece, or my base piece here, or my matte. And it is cut 1/4 of an inch smaller on either side. So that makes it, I never can remember that. That makes it 4 by 5 1/4. Yep, 4 by 5 1/4 on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and put it down. This is a quick one, I'm telling you, quick card. I did the cutting ahead of time, but I didn't do some of the stuff ahead of time. So I just thought this would be a neat way to show off the papers because I just think they're gorgeous. So I'm going to lay this out here. Line that up at the top and put that down. That by itself is a pretty note card. Like if you're doing stationery or something, that's so pretty. But check this out. Here's what we're going to do. Okay, I have this piece, and then I have cut this piece. Now what I did was I chose what I wanted to cut out of that ledger paper. I'm going to bring it up so you can see it. I chose the length and the size and everything I wanted of that. And then I cut this piece to be exactly the same height, but I left this edge a little longer, and I'll show you why. We are going to use an EK Success punch. This one doesn't say what it is. It's just EK Success. I'm going to lay this in there. It's very, very decorative. So I'm going to try to center that. And then if you've never used these punches before, what you do is you punch it one time, then you line it up with the pattern that's on the other side, making sure that the design matches up. See that? And then you punch away. Some of them are harder to use, and I'm just going to be honest with you. These intricate ones I take my time on because I don't like for them not to match up. Oh, that did pretty good. I only had one little spot that I'm not in love with. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere this directly onto this one. And I'm going to show you a little trick. If you're afraid you won't get things just right, just bring out your scoreboard and put your base page down, okay? Then take your next page that you're adhering to it. You got this pressed in that corner. Press this into the corner with it, okay? And you know you're getting it on straight because you use that to help you out. And if for some reason you have any overhang, you flip it over and trim it off. So here's what this has left me with this pretty little frilly border. Then what I'm going to do is put some ribbon on it. I have this that I got from Michael's last year at the closeout, the Christmas closeout. So what I'm going to do is put a little adhesive on the ends here just to kind of hold that in place. Choose which side I want to be up or down. They're the same. So I'm going to put a little adhesive on it. No, I think I'm not going to leave it loose because I'm going to probably tie a bow. I'm going to bring that like that. Just want to line up that edge good. Get one side down. That second side down. Yep, looks good. And now let's stick the whole bad boy down to the card. Now I'm just going to try to center this. And you know what I just realized? I don't love how much border I've got, so I'm going to trim one little section off. This is me really practicing with you guys. I'm just going to trim one section of these little dots away, because I really wanted a tiny bit more of that edge to show. And then save that. Don't get rid of that. That's cute. Okay, now let's put this guy down. Pushing it to one side and checking the top to the bottom. See, now I have that cute little border showing. And if you want to tie a bow in there, you can. Okay, so I got that tied. I'm going to trim this down. I don't need nearly that much of those tails. There we go. And then lastly, I'm going to be using my stamp set that is Simply Spanish, and I will link it because I don't have, well, here. I don't have the stamp set right here at me, but we'll cheat a little bit and I'll use my little cheat sheet I have. So I'm going to use my Simply Spanish stamp set, and it looks like this. I don't have the stamps here because I have them on my wall where I pull them off my wall and use them, but this is the selection for Simply Spanish. And the one I'm going to use today is the one that says Happy Thanksgiving. And it doesn't, it's not the easiest one on there to say. So would you like me to try to? Because I'll be glad to. We'll try it. Ready? It is Feliz Dia de Acción de Gracias. Let's hope I was anywhere near right. If I can't say it, don't worry about it if you can, right? Okay, so I'm going to use some Timber Brown Stay-On. And this is my first Thanksgiving card. I haven't done one yet. Look at my mat all twisted. And then I'm going to stamp this. And I'm going to kind of use those lines. I'm sorry if my head gets in the way. I'm going to use these lines to help me line that up where I want it or where I need it. Pretty pale, but you can see it. So that's the card, and it's really super simple, and it shows off that little stamp set so cute. And if you had a little something you wanted to stick here, you could. Let me show you something. So I just dug through my stash, and I found these little flowers I've been wanting to use anyway. So to really dress this up, I'm going to pull some of these out that are the right color. Look at that. That's so pretty there. I think this peach is going to work, because there's a little peach up there. Maybe not. How about this purple? Oh, this blue maybe? Yeah, this blue looks good, so I'm going to use this one. And then I'll just use, not that. Yep, I like that together. And then I have one of these little brads. So now you can see if you don't have exactly what you need, just dig through your stash and make it, right? Okay. So I'm just going to stick this little sequiny brad all the way through them, and then shut that down. I don't have one of those brad closers, so I just use my mat. Then I'm going to just kind of wrinkle it up because I need some body to this. And let's pop it up. Now we didn't have to put anything here, but if you wanted to, you can. It'd be cute if you had a pumpkin or anything that you wanted to put there to show off. So now look at the card. Whole different deal in one little step there. So there you go, guys. That is our little card for today. And if you would like to say Happy Thanksgiving to your Spanish speaking friends, there you go. It'd be great for a Spanish teacher or anything like that. This is Feliz Dia de Acción de Gracias. I don't know. Did I say that right, girls? Y'all tell me if I was close. All right. I love you guys. If you want the stamp set, it's linked below. Just check out there and see what you think. And don't miss out on those Michael's Hot Buys packs. Those $5 packs are awesome, so go check them out. See you on Wednesday. Bye-bye.